All right, so they released the college football 26 deep dive. I guess gameplay deep dive is gonna be like Madden 25. I honestly don't think it's an actual deep dive. I feel like a deep dive would require at least 40 minutes of, you know what I mean, video. But this is like a 4-minute trailer. It's more like a trailer to a deep dive than the actual deep dive. Now, I don't have too much experience in college football 25. I played it for like 3 weeks, and then Madden came out. I remember the time difference there, but we started playing Madden shortly after it's released, and then we just stayed on Madden. So people who played college football 26, man, give your feedback in the comments. Let other people see it and tell me what you think. I'll go by what I see, okay? But let's go ahead and get it started. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe. You want to see more stuff like that or like this, let me know. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the EA Sports College Football 26 Gameplay Deep Dive. We'll share details.
You know what? Hold up. I want to see. Let me turn this down a little bit. But I want to see how the defense is playing, because if they bring the defenses from like Madden 25, college football 25, it's pretty much going to be the same game. You see, that's what we notice as far as like experienced players.
We'll share details about.
Let's just check it out.
Massive playbook expansion, all new player types and abilities, improvements to wear and tear.
Okay, so the wear and tear stuff, man. Maybe they're improving it to where you last longer in plays, because you guys know in these games in Madden, and I think it may be in the same thing as far as college football, but if you get like hit one time, like your running back or quarterback sometimes is out for like the rest of the half, maybe even the entire game, depending on what it shows on your bubble. Another thing is people wanted the wear and tear or fatigue to not just affect the players you're using, but the players on the field in general, right? And that's what they want to see this year in college football 26. But I don't know. As far as playbook expansions, it might just be bloated playbooks with useless plays. Who knows, man? Like if you want to run something because your favorite college football, then by all means run it. But chances are it might not be any good. Now there will be a few outliers, like, oh, this play is real good, right? But for the most part, man, it's just flash. Okay, it's like the guy doing crossovers at the park who can't make the shot. You feel me?
New control mechanics, stadium pulse, physics-based tackling, and a lot.
Okay, this is all buzzwords. Stadium pulse is just maybe momentum, maybe just a little bit louder. I honestly feel like the college football environment is a lot more grimy than like Madden. And then physics-based tackling is just animations, man. They haven't really done nothing special. This is all buzzwords we've been hearing, even in the Madden deep dive.
Let's get into it. With real coaches comes a massive playbook expansion.
Bloated plays.
For the first time ever, over 300 real college football coaches bring their unique styles and authentic play calling to the game, delivering distinct program identities and more play calling variety.
Okay, see, so that's exactly what I mean. Okay, it's more show than actual use. Like, is it worth it? Like, can you actually run it? You'll probably be able to run stuff like this against the D-line users or the people that are mid to lower. But once you get into you're forced to play meta or lose, then these playbooks become they pretty much trim down to a couple sets on offense and defense. That's the problem and it's not just Madden. You know, when we're talking about Madden, we're specifically targeting Madden, but any game has a meta. Like I said in the previous video, every game has a meta, and as long as there's ELO and it's forced into a competitive state and you face better opponents, you're going to start to see a trend where everybody's going to be using the same formations and stuff like that. So it pretty much boils down to maybe the plays are decent, but these other ones are better, you know? So what are you going to run? You're going to run with decent, or you're going to run with better, depending on your mind state. Are you a competitive player? You're going to run with better. Are you a little timid or the occasional player who just turns it on and doesn't care? Yeah, you can run the offenses he's talking about where they have their own identities. That's fine. And a lot of people are like that, believe it or not. And I feel like it's the majority. Like the top 10% of us, or maybe 8% of us, we're rocking meta from someone else's playbook. You know what I mean? It just depends.
Over 2,800 new plays and over 45 new formations have been installed. New option types, motion types, bizarre plays.
Okay, so see, like things like this, man. Things like this are it's still the same defenses from last year. Your O-line is still buns. You see the number 70 here? Like these guys are still buns. Look, they're absolutely doing it. I know it's probably a screen and they're taking off to the screen, but this guy, You know what I mean? Not only that, the guy that gets blocked and sucked into a block instead of going for the receiver is gonna make me upset in this game. Still like it's done for a while. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I want to say it's this guy. He's got a clear angle to the guy receiving the ball. However, he's gonna get stuck into a blocking.
Option types.
Here he comes. Clean look. I know he's running this way, right? But you got this guy too.
Motion types.
And he gets sucked into that animation, man.
Motion types. Bizarre plays and formations from last season are at your fingertips, and they're all tuned so you can craft a strategy that feels like your favorite program. 10 brand new player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total.
This is where Madden really lost its way, when it started to rely on abilities to sell the abilities like in Ultimate Team. You know what I mean? Once they started creating, like, made it Pokemon, that's where the collapse of Madden actually happened. Because the reason I say that is this would have been cool if you added it later when you fixed the core gameplay. But you skipped the core gameplay and went straight to this, which means you focused on the money side instead of the player experience. And now you're trying to sugarcoat it all with buzzwords, and that's why your deep dive is only 4 minutes long. An actual deep dive would take like 2 guys who created the game and slow you in instant replay and break down like blocking logic, right? Pursuit angles, safety breaks and stuff like that. You know, that would have been a true deep dive, but you skipped that and you went straight for the abilities and how to make more money.
Are designed
the suits win.
The wide variety of skill sets we see in college football every Saturday. Improvements to how abilities scale are based on performance. When a player gets hot, their physicals receive a substantial boost, and platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexplainable.
The Heisman tier is pretty much X Factor in Madden, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's just X Factor. You have to complete so many tasks, and a lot of the times it's harder to reach it than not, depending on who you're playing against. There's going to be games where if you're playing really good opponents, you're never going to reach X Factor for the most part. I mean, you get lucky, but I'm talking about for the most part. I know there are outliers, but typically you're not going to see these crazy abilities unless it's your time to lose and the game forces you to.
Moments
which happens.
When a player single-handedly takes over a game. New field vision introduces more realistic challenges for quarterbacks. Shorter quarterbacks will now have.
It's still the same defensive logic, man. So it's pretty much an updated 25. Like I said, like Madden, it could have just been a seasonal update. Didn't have to be a new game.
Vision when surrounded by taller linemen, and receiver icons will fade as they come in and out of view.
Hold up, man. We're gonna have this problem.
Come in.
There's no way. Hold up.
Icons will fade as they come in and out of view.
My goodness.
To ensure balance around how different abilities affected wear and tear during hits and tackles, every ability in the game was reviewed and adjusted. New customizable auto sub options let you tailor personnel decisions to strategically handle wear and tear.
Now, as far as like optimistic stuff, that's pretty cool. The substitution and all that. Even in Madden 26, where you can substitute on the fly, that's gonna be kind of cool, you know. But we got to call you out on all the BS. But I will give you credit when I see something cool. Right now, that part right there is pretty damn cool.
Position, take complete control with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world conditions with new weather modifiers that impact wear and tear.
Wait, so are we adding the same system from Madden into college football?
And you'll get instant feedback with new pre-snap visual cues that can affect a player's demeanor, indicating their condition right on the field. Updates to physics-based tackling.
Yeah, here we go.
Better tackles actually feel better. New tackle types like wrap catch tackles and lunges, and new timing-based skill mechanics offer more tools to disrupt and dictate the game.
Yeah, I like that. I like the crunchy sounds, man, of the game. That's pretty tough to me. That's what I like.
Authentic audio for big hits that adds realism and variety.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
New dynamic subs allow real-time roster management without breaking from the action.
It's the same thing as Madden 26.
Flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel decisions. And
they're pretty much bringing some of the features that, like, universally, it seems like they're trying to merge College Football 26 with Madden as far as gameplay and the stuff that they bring to it. I know in the first year they really couldn't. It was a complete different game, but this year it seems like they're on track to merge them together so they can update them seasonally. Like easier, bro. It's the same thing.
Get your starters back out there with one button press. A rebuild of offensive and defensive line interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player
Okay, see that's kind of tough. All right, let's say it. Okay, let's say it. Block steering is kind of tough. I don't know why that's not a buzzword on the main screen. They should have highlighted this part. They should have led with this part. Giving me more control of my blocking? Block steering, bro? That's tough. Why isn't this the main? This could be the main attribute right here. This might be my thumbnail. Who knows?
Interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player attributes like strength and momentum for more realistic line of scrimmage play. And the addition of stunts and twists delivers more depth and control in pass rush.
But none of these matter, man. If the O-line logic, we're not going to run stunts and all that. If your O-line is so trash, I can just run an edge blitz. You know, just a simple edge blitz. I won't have to worry about it. I like that they're promoting it, but it still comes down to what is our experience when we play it. And right now, like I said, this one's pretty much on par with Madden 26 as far as my review. It's looking like about a 6 out of 10.
Different types of stunts.
You know what? Because of the block steering, 6.5, baby. We moved it up.
Of strategic options before the snap, providing a new layer to the chess match at the line of scrimmage. We're introducing adjustable defensive
Now this is kind of tough right here.
For more precise control over pass.
But this goes back to what I tell you guys, okay? We're not gonna have enough time to do all this. We're not gonna have time to do all this zone adjustments and stuff because the people that quick snap, you're not gonna have time to set up all your defenses. This is why I recommend that we get custom defensive setups, meaning audibles with preset adjustments saved so I can just pick the play. So imagine me on my audible playbook, like you'll have the audible screen and then you can scroll to the right for custom play audibles, meaning you'll have one section for regular audibles, cover 4, cover 3, cover 2. But let's say I want my cover 4 variants in the next slide. So all my cover 4 variants with their setups already in place should be there. And then the next one should be my cover 3 variants, cover 2. You guys get what I mean? Imagine I get to come out with a play in cover 2 where my mid read is now a blue, right? My cloud flat's a quarter, my deep hat, you know what I mean? Like the adjustments are already there. That's game changing. You can even do it on offense. It's game changing. Why won't they put it in the game, bro? Put it in the damn game. I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. Let's keep going.
Introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise
still a dub that part
over pass coverage. Adjust the depth of where your safeties line up in coaching adjustments.
Nice. That's good.
Your defensive strategies in real time and out.
The problem, my guy, the problem is I like what they're saying, but the problem is we don't have the time. You get what I'm saying?
Smart.
Let me come out with it already preset, baby, and you can let them quick snap.
Opponents. When you're on the home field advantage side of stadium.
You know, okay, look, let me just give you guys the logic here. Imagine, if you will, okay, in football, they have a play, it's preset, everybody knows what they're gonna do. Can you imagine the college football game? Everybody comes to the line and the coach is yelling, you go on a deep path, you run to the flat, you're gonna be the blitzer, you're gonna be in a spy. No. You want it to be realistic? I need the preset play. I'm gonna die on this hill, bro. I know you guys are like, man, why do you keep talking about it? It's annoying. I get it. It is annoying.
Stadium Pulse in College Football 26 is louder,
yes,
tougher, and
yes,
more personal.
Okay. Well, hold up. I like that. I like what you're cooking here. I like what you're cooking. Let's look at it. Here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. My guys look like cardboards, bro. It looks like a COVID audience, bro. Yeah, looks like the bubble. You know what I'm saying? That cardboard's in a stand, son. What's going on here, bro? Okay, this is the problem right here. I like what you're selling. But if you're not gonna make that many adjustments in gameplay and it's just, you know, stuff that's probably done in 2 months, Come on, man. Let's get some more detail on these guys, okay? This game can handle it. It's not even, I could probably run this game at 500 FPS, bro. That's just, you know, it's not taxing at all. Let's put some effort into the crowd, even the sidelines. Let's put some effort, guys, okay? Let's put some damn effort right there. I do like the sound, though.
Of night games in already tough to play places. More intense camera shake, new visual disruptions, and distorted clocks.
Wait, why are you trying to do that to people? But that's frustrating. That makes people not want to play. Listen to this last few seconds of how it's going to torture you. Okay, I want you to see it from being the tortured person.
In already tough to play places. More intense camera shake, new visual disruptions, and distorted clocks will throw off your timing and communication.
Yeah, buy this game so when you play it, we're gonna screw you. I wouldn't even said this right here, so I would just show it. I wouldn't even be like, okay, this is gonna be this. I'm gonna say it's gonna make you suffer. bad marketing.
Depending on the game situation or career moment. Pre-order the
Wait,
MVP
hold up.
bundle.
Wait.
Depending on the game situation, dynamic intent.
20-20, 3 seconds left. Who's kicking the ball? The other team, I'd imagine, right? Yeah. The other team's kicking the ball for the win. This guy's gonna miss it, and the crowd doesn't even care, bro. Talk to me about stadium pulse, man. Come on, guys. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I see that the stadium pulse bar is up.
Depending on
Let's
the
look
game
at the crowd.
situation or career moment.
They don't even care, bro. There's like a couple people, bro. These guys don't even care, bro.
Pre-order the MVP bundle. Includes both EA Sports College Football 20.
As far as like my overall thinking about this, it falls in line with Madden 26 deep dive. I'm not convinced. It's not enough, man. I need a guy, and I need like 2 developers, like the main guys. I need them to sit. I need them to be able to rewind and fast forward an actual play and show us what's different from the previous Maddens. It felt like because they didn't do nothing serious, they can't say nothing about it. What the hell are they gonna tell us? Yeah, it's the same stuff from last year, guys. Remember, guys, last year when they blocked this and did this and let this one. Yeah, guys, that's what it is. Damn shame, man. Damn shame. That's the part. That's what I'm saying. I'm at a 6.5 out of 10 for college football. I feel like it is the better gameplay experience as far as football goes. But who knows? It's longevity isn't like Madden 26, and Madden 26 is already short. So take it as you will, you know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.